Okay, so I wouldn't normally make a video like this, but I just kind of care about the game, and I don't want it to just like go down a path of just like falling off and being kind of bad. So like I kind of just made like a script for this, so I'll just read off of it. So it might seem like a weird statement to say like about the game, like how it fell off. That has been released for about 4 months at this point, but let me explain. I used to play the demo of this game, like, a lot, and I have about 80 hours on the demo at the moment. I was originally, like, stoked about the game being released, but when I played the game, I realized something, and that is permadeath. And now, let me explain why permadeath ruins the game a lot. Well, it's for multiple reasons. If you want like skilled bosses that take dedication and effort to beat, you can't have that with permadeath. Unless you want your game to be insufferable and want people to practice bosses by constantly resetting their files and going all the way back to the boss, you can't have permadeath in a game like Bonelords. Um, the fact that your entire file is also at the mercy of a wave is really stupid. I've had like so many unlucky waves where at the wrong time there would be like three mini bosses on one side, and I'll wipe my file to that. Or a bunch of birds spawn at the one time for some reason, and I'm talking like a bunch, way more than normal. And one time I was genuinely one hit away from beating a wave, but a mini boss got out of its stun, and then it could hit your fort when it's out of its stun, and it beat my fort. Why are files based on how lucky or unlucky I get in a wave? Which is exactly why this game should not have permadeath. Another thing with like skill in the game, the skill has just completely dropped. Before, in the demo, you had up to 3 potions on a boss. Now you can carry unlimited potions in a boss, making every boss free if you just buy enough potions. I don't want to go on and just call this game bad. I can see the joy in playing this game. In fact, I've just played the game a little bit this week and had some fun with it, but it gets really tedious when you restart and realize you have to just build the same defense you just built. I remember I used to love like progressing builds in this game, like for example, I don't know, magic, melee, magic, precision, like, but now I'm just more focused on making my fort like super powerful and unstoppable instead of like builds just for it to be destroyed to something I sometimes can't even control. Like, imagine the future of this game. Imagine you could hop on with your super cool file with super cool builds and try to beat that wave you've been trying to beat for a while. Instead of hopping on the game, losing a file that you spent a while on, or just trying to get a file started, wiping your file a bunch and constantly doing that same defense over and over and having to repair it and all that, it just gets really tedious. If a developer happens to come across this video, here are some suggestions I have for the game. Remove permadeath. I've explained this, but I'll do a quick summary. Permadeath takes away from the fun of trying to beat a hard boss. It makes your file rely on if you pass a wave or not, which can also be based on how lucky you get during the wave, which I've provided examples of which have personally happened to me. Let forts rebuild themselves after wave or failure of a wave. This used to be a thing, but was removed, so now you have to repair your fort every time after a wave, which is really annoying to do over and over again. Potion restrictions to bosses. 3 to 5 potions should be the limit. You should not be able to beat a boss simply because you got or just bought a bunch of potions. And these are just a few personal suggestions I have after the demo. Please add your Discord server back. I love talking with the community and like getting updates from the devs or even talking to the devs themselves. I have no idea why the Discord was removed. Add the old lobby music back. It's just so much cooler and fitting. It sounds like something you'd hear in space, which is what this game is based off of. I'm pretty sure it's like a star falling and doing something to the world. I don't remember the lore. Add the map back. There used to be a map, and I miss being able to see the map. I would look at areas of the map and like see what they could be. It also just makes the game more alive, to see the map and what's like upcoming, One last thing, this isn't on the script. I just thought about this and thought it would be a good thing to put in the video. add the 3 save files back. There was no reason to limit it to one file. 3 save files made it more like cool. Like you could be more creative. Like you could have like 3 different files with 3 different like builds you could do, or like a bunch of cool like defenses you could try out with those 3 files. Now it is just one file, and that's one save file. That's just boring. Oh yeah, and if you were wondering, this is what the old, or like this is like a little tiny bit of like the old lobby music that I was talking about. I just pulled from the video that I used for the background. You can listen to it if you want. As you can see, it just sounds cooler, I think, at least.